The day I started my new job at the zoo, I was added to a group chat called 100 Ways to Kill a Human. Every member had an animal for their profile picture. I figured it was just a quirky work chat for the staff. How cute, I thought. Then I saw them discussing how to eat me. Sky Screecher, the new human has beautiful eyes. I can't wait for the festival. I want to peck them out right now. King Kong, patience. There will be plenty of humans at the festival. More eyeballs than we can eat. Also, I call dibs on her thighs. Tiger Claw, no one's fighting me for her head, right? Old Tusks, I'm a vegetarian, but I can help crush her bones. My fingers trembled. I looked up at the elephant enclosure in front of me, my designated zone. An old, withered elephant was staring at me with dark, unsettling eyes. It looked ancient and skeletal, its skin a cracked canvas of dried mud, swarmed by a cloud of flies. It hadn't been bathed in ages. Our eyes met, and a strange chill ran down my spine. What the hell was that group chat? I looked at my phone again. The chat had gone silent. My new coworker, a guy named Rick, nudged me. Hey, newbie, get to work. Just give it a quick once-over. He stepped into the enclosure with a look of disgust, grabbed a hose, and started spraying a nearby elephant. The elephants backed away, trying to avoid the water. Rick cursed at them. You damn animals. I'm tired of waiting on you. Get over here. The elephants didn't move. He threw the hose down. Fine. Stink for all I care. He walked out and gave me my instructions. Alright, my work is done. You go prep their food. Don't give them too much. It's a waste on them anyway. And just like that, he was gone. Every elephant watched him leave, especially the old one. Its murky eyes were filled with a cold rage. A new message popped up in the chat. Old Tusks, just wait until the festival. I'll be the first to crush that hose-wielding human. Then all the other humans. Sweet Trunk, Daddy, let me do it. Let me. Fatty the Seal, tons of humans will come to see us during the festival. If we riot then, we can kill so many of them. Monkey King, that hose-wielding human deserves to die. The new one is probably just as bad. I'm gonna hit her with a rock. My eyes widened. I spun around just as a rock the size of an egg whizzed past my ear. A cold sweat broke out on my skin. On the monkey enclosure not far away, a monkey was standing on 2 feet, baring its teeth at me. When it saw me looking, it immediately started scratching its chest, feigning innocence with a goofy grin. I swallowed hard. Now I was sure. The members of the 100 Ways to Kill a Human chat were the animals themselves. My head was spinning. These animals, they hated humans this much? And they were planning a riot during the upcoming Christmas? After a moment of hesitation, I walked into the elephant enclosure and started my work. All the elephants watched me with cold indifference. As I cleaned, my mind raced. The state of the enclosure was appalling. Piles of dung were everywhere, both inside and out, and the stench was overpowering. The artificial stream and pool meant for the elephants to play in were black with filth. The tap on the man-made hill had been dry for a long time. Animals, especially intelligent ones like elephants, value cleanliness. I couldn't imagine how miserable they must be living here. I worked tirelessly, shoveling out mounds of waste and scrubbing the feeding troughs that hadn't been cleaned in days. It was well past noon by the time I was about 70% done, but the enclosure was finally starting to look presentable. Next, I hurried to the food prep area, only to find a pathetic selection of palm leaves and dry, coarse hay. There wasn't a single piece of fruit, not even a vegetable leaf in sight. I asked a female coworker nearby, "Is this all the elephants eat? I thought the zoo had a decent budget." "How should I know? I feed the capybaras, and their food is even worse," she said, rushing off. I pressed my lips together. For now, all I could do was grab as much hay and leaves as I could carry and bring it to the elephants. As I returned, the chat lit up again. Sweet Trunk, I saw her cleaning so hard and thought she might be a good human, but she's just like the others, feeding us dry grass. Little nose, so hungry. I want papaya. I haven't had papaya in so long. Crying emoji. Polar bear Cody, stop crying. I got rotten fish again today. I'd rather have the grass. I paused for a moment, then tossed the food into the enclosure. At least it was something to fill their stomachs. The elephants gathered listlessly, their eyes full of oblique, simmering resentment. The old elephant didn't join them. It lay down, motionless, staring out of the enclosure at something I couldn't see. While the elephants were eating, I turned and ran out of the zoo. I drove to the nearest supermarket and bought out their entire produce section. Mangosteens, apples, bananas, papayas, cabbages. I bought as much as I could and had the store deliver it all to the zoo's food prep area. Soon, the storage room was overflowing with fresh food. My coworkers stared in disbelief. I ignored them, filled 3 large baskets with fruits and vegetables, and carried them one by one to the elephant enclosure. When I poured the fresh produce into their pen, all the elephants froze. They had been chewing on the dry, tasteless hay, completely unprepared for the sudden bounty. "Go on, eat up. There's plenty more," I urged with a smile, tossing a mangosteen towards the old elephant. He didn't react in time, and it landed on the ground in front of him. The fruit split open, its juicy white flesh quivering like jelly, releasing a sweet, fragrant aroma. The old elephant stared at the mangosteen. He slowly curled his trunk around it, bringing it close to his eyes, examining it as if he couldn't believe it was real. Finally, he looked at me. I waved. "Go on, it's sweet." Drool trickled from the corner of his mouth. In a flash, he popped the entire mangosteen pristine into his mouth. For the first time, I saw an expression of pure, unadulterated satisfaction on an animal's face. The other elephants went wild, devouring the fruits and vegetables as if they hadn't eaten in a decade. I had to make 3 more trips with baskets overflowing with produce to keep them from starting a frenzy. Meanwhile, the group chat was exploding. Sweet trunk, daddy, I'm eating an apple. It's so sweet. I'm literally crying. Crying emoji. Little nose, wow. Cabbage. So much cabbage. And my favorite, papaya. Sky Screecher, what's all the noise about? My keeper just slapped me again. Day 56 of wanting to peck her eyes out. Tiger Claw, you foolish elephants. Remember this, behind every human's kindness hides a rifle. Monkey King, hey, is it a party over there or what? Throw a banana over here. I glanced from my phone to the monkey enclosure. The Monkey King and a troop of his followers were scratching their heads, staring intently at the elephants. Many of them had their hands outstretched, hoping for a stray banana, but the elephants were silent, single-mindedly focused on their feast. I grabbed a banana and hurled it towards the monkey enclosure. The Monkey King leaped high into the air and caught it with one hand. Before he even landed, the banana was gone. He must have been starving. The rest of the monkeys started hooting and hollering, all of them begging for bananas. I did my best, tossing as many as I could over to them. The whole enclosure erupted in a celebratory chaos. Between that and the noise from the elephants, this corner of the zoo was more alive than it had been in years. Animals from nearby enclosures were all watching, a chorus of chirps, squawks, and growls filling the air. Luckily, there were very few visitors today, otherwise, they would have been terrified. The truth was, this zoo had been deserted for years. The main reason? The smell. It stank. The entire park reeked of animal waste. Combined with the lethargic or aggressive behavior of the animals, it was no wonder visitors stayed away. The only time it saw any real traffic was during the Christmas. But this Christmas, the animals were planning a riot. This was a serious problem. The visitors would be in grave danger, and the animals would almost certainly be killed. I did a quick mental calculation. The festival was only 7 days away. As I pondered this, messages continued to flood the chat. Sweet trunk, that was so good. I finally ate a full meal. She's a good human. Monkey King, I agree. The way she threw that banana is burned into my memory. My butt is tingling. Cozy Capybara, hello everyone. I ate a delicious rotten orange last week. I just remembered to share my joy with you all today. Tiger Claw, interesting. This female human is quite skilled at winning over the hearts of beasts. When I get out, she'll be the first one I kill. Wait, what? Dude, that can't be right. That's just wrong. Thankfully, some of the other animals stood up for me. Little Nose, Tiger King, this human is really nice. Please don't hurt her. Tiger Claw, you're just a cub. When you're my age, you'll understand. Behind every human's kindness hides a rifle. Cozy Capybara, so many messages. I get sleepy after reading one line. I'm going to take a nap now. Monkey King, I think we should observe her a little longer. Don't be rash, Tiger King. Tiger Claw, humph. It was like a roar echoing through the jungle. The chat went silent. I shook my head and got back to work. I could have taken a break, but there was still so much to do in the elephant enclosure. The most urgent task was to restore the running water. Otherwise, bacteria would breed, and the elephants would all get sick eventually. I found the person in charge and spent 2 hours pleading with him, finally slipping him $20 to get him to open the water valve for the enclosure. Suddenly, water gushed from the opening on the man-made hill, clear and fresh, cascading down the rocks into the stream and then into the pool. It would only take a few hours for the dirty water to be flushed away, and the elephant's happiness would return. As expected, a wave of excitement swept through the enclosure. The younger elephants trumpeted towards the hill, their trunks raised high. Some couldn't wait and jumped straight into the chilly stream. On the Monkey Hill, the Monkey King craned his neck and let out a series of excited hoots. Ooh ah. I had no idea what he was saying, so I checked the chat. Monkey King, ooh ah. The white egrets, shared account, what's that dead monkey screaming about? We were flying by and almost fell out of the sky. Monkey King, sorry, I got so excited I slipped into my native tongue. I was saying, that human turned on the water for the elephants. King Kong, I heard it. That beautiful, familiar sound. It seems that human really is a good one. All sorts of animals started popping up in the chat, buzzing with discussion. I even saw a panda post a sticker of 2 paws pressed together in a prayer of thanks. For some reason, my heart felt warm, and a goofy grin spread across my face. But then, the Tiger King reappeared. Tiger Claw, fools, food and water are what we are owed. Humans give you a little treat and you forget everything? If she dares to show her face in front of me, I will tear her to shreds. The chat fell silent for a long moment. Then the Monkey King asked, what if she gives you your favorite, a big chicken leg? I wouldn't eat it. I would rather starve to death, rather smash my head against the bars of my cage, than take a single bite of her food.